Hi Yusha, today we'll learn about how to divide numbers by 10, 100 or even thousands. It's extremely simple if you understand what to do. So for example, let's say I'm going to write down a number which is 54, and if I have to divide them into 10, the way you're going to think about it, see there are two numbers, 5 and 4, right? So simply write down 5 and 4 as a number. And then how many zeros here? Only one. So just ignore the one number and put a dot in between. Okay, and put a dot in between. Okay, so now we'll try to find it the same logic. So if it's 87 divided 10, same logic, write down the number first. How many zeros here? Zero is one, so just ignore the first number from the right hand side. Very important, from the right hand side, ignore that number and just put a dot here. Now the same thing if it's 127 divided 10, doesn't matter, write down the number first. How many numbers here? How many zeros here? 1 0. So ignore the first number and put a dot in here. Okay, now what about if there's, let's say, 1 2 9, but now there's not 1 0, there's 2 zeros. Don't worry, just write down the number first. How many zeros are there? 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. From the right hand side, ignore the two numbers and just put a dot after that. Okay, so the same thing if it's 7, if it's 7 6, yeah, isn't, we are doing math here. Okay, watch it. Okay, it's for you, sure. Now, yeah, we are doing math, right? So now there's, if the number is 769 and and if it's divided by 100, exactly the same logic. Okay, so write down the number first, two zeros, just ignore the two numbers and put a dot in here. Okay, so the same thing. Now let's say 8 7 9 if we need to divide by 10, or 8 7 9 if we divide by 100. What to do? Write down the number first, 8 7 9. Over here there's 1 0, so just ignore the right, so only one number here, and put a dot in here. Same thing, write down the number 879. How many zeros are there? The 2, 1 and 2, so ignore these two numbers and put a dot in here. Okay, the same thing if it's 2375 divided by 1000, for an example. Don't worry, exactly simple logic. Okay, 2375. So I'm gonna write down the number first. Oops, let me, don't seem to have a space. Okay, so I'm going to write down the number first, 2375. How many zeros are there? 3. So I'm going to ignore 1 2 3 numbers from the right, and I'm going to put it up over here. Same thing, 5 7 6 3. If I want to divide them by 10, okay, so what to do? 5 7 6 3, and just put a dot in here. If I have to divide them by 100, what to do? If it's by 100, so let's need to be divided by 100. So 5 7 6 3, but the two zeros, so 1 2, just over here. If I need to divide them by 1000, same thing, 5 7 6 3, then 3 zeros, ignore the three numbers, put a dot in here. I hope it made sense to you. So can you please do few numbers? So write down 76 divided 10. What should be the answer? And show it to me. Then 125 divided by 10. 762 divided by 100. Do these three and then give me the answers. Then 2496. Okay, can you please divide them by 10, by 100 and by 1000 and show me the answer again. Now let's do 5 4 6. Show me the answer if you divide them by 10 and by 100. Okay, that's all for now. Take care, have fun.